7:03 right now, and devastation in eastern Washington as 3 wildfires forced more than 60,000 people from their homes into temporary shelters across Spokane County. At least 600 homes, businesses, and other structures have burned to the ground. The Old Trails fire started Saturday just after noon. It is 3,600 acres, no containment. Further north, the Autumn Lane fire has torched 3,300 acres, also 0% contained. And the Fairview fire, burning northeast of the city, has burned just over 1,000 acres. Sean Chitness is live in Spokane this morning. And Sean, you're seeing the devastation there in the area. What can you tell us?
Well, Bill, we unfortunately have an up-close view to just how horrible this fire has been to communities where we are here in the northwest corner of Spokane, near that Old Trails fire. I want to show you just how serious this is for homes in this particular neighborhood. Look over here and you can see what is left of this particular home, one of many in this neighborhood that were not spared by this fire. And you may be able to notice the amount of red that is all over the scene here. That is the retardant that has fallen on this neighborhood as well as surrounding neighborhoods, and you can see how it may have played a part in saving some of the homes in the distance. Unfortunately, this was not one of them. I want to show you just how this looks in this particular neighborhood. Right across the street from us, you see multiple homes that were spared, or at least so far have made it in this fire. Now, this is an area that is a level 3 go now evacuation. We have permission from the local agencies that are monitoring that area and have closed off the street to allow us to be here just so we can show you what we are seeing here. Again, this is in the northwest corner of Spokane within the city limits. We are closest to that Old Trails fire, but there are 2 other fires that are all coming towards the center of the city, and we certainly saw what that has done to the surrounding areas. It took us several hours to get here last night, and even an hour or so outside of Spokane, we could see the haze, smell the smoke. It was coming into the vehicle, and it has consumed the town. The air quality level is at a very unhealthy point at this hour, and so we have been wearing masks just as we're moving around the city. So we will be here all morning. We're going to continue to try and explore what we can safely to give you a sense of just how devastating these fires have already been. Guys, back to you.
All right, Sean, we will check back with you. Meantime, this morning we're getting a look at what firefighters are up against while fighting these fires.
Disregard. 52 for the branch.
And this is video from Spokane County Fire District 8. And as you can see, firefighters are going from home to home trying to put out whatever they can. They say fire crews and hundreds of others are working around the clock and as quickly as they can. All right, 7:06 right now, and want to get a live look now. You can see the smoke in the air in Spokane.
Sean was talking about the very unhealthy air that we're seeing out there. And basically, the city of Spokane is kind of surrounded by these 3 fires right now. I'm going to show you a closer look at that. We'll talk about some of the other fires that we got going on as well. We've been talking about the Kaiser Canyon fire for a couple of weeks now. That's one of our biggest at 136,000 acres. That is starting to get better containment on that. The Little Giant fire, we'll be seeing some of the smoke from the Little Giant fire coming up here tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday west of the Cascades. We'll be getting some of that surface level smoke from that. The Old Trails fire, that's the one that is where Sean is. The neighborhood that he is in was impacted by that one at 3,600 acres, no containment on that. But again, the city of Spokane kind of surrounded by 3 different fires to the north side of the city. Air quality is fine west of the Cascades, but it's east of the Cascades. These are the latest, greatest readings. And you can see there's a couple of dots here, mainly east of Wenatchee. Very unhealthy air. And right now in Spokane, we're in the unhealthy category. So yes, wearing those N95 masks is a good idea. We are going to be seeing upper level smoke today in central and southern Puget Sound areas, and as you work your way toward Portland, they're going to be getting a lot more of that surface level smoke. I want to fast forward to tomorrow morning, where you'll see most of that kind of thicker surface level smoke will be down towards Kelso, Chehalis, but you can see some of that moving its way up here toward Olympia and even Tacoma. So with that, I'm expecting air quality to be a little worse south of Seattle. North of Seattle, it'll actually be okay, but you're still potentially smelling that campfire smell here coming up for your Tuesday and then again on Wednesday and Thursday. With that, we're also going to be seeing increasing temperatures. Temps back into the 90s for a couple of days, Wednesday and Thursday. And then as the winds shift, we get that marine air back. By the time we get into your weekend, we'll start to clear out that smoke as well. Let's send it on over to Adam. He has a check on traffic. Adam, it's really interesting with fire behavior. You saw in Sean's, I'm sorry, I'm going to send it back to you guys, Bill and John. But with fire behavior, sometimes fires can just skip certain houses and they can totally burn down other houses. So it's really interesting to see that live shot from Sean. We'll have more from him coming up.
All right, Brian, thank you. Meantime, one local veterans organization stepping up to help those neighbors near Spokane escape the flames and heavy smoke.
Yeah, Washington's Veterans of Foreign Wars mobilizing all 90 posts and about 20,000 members across the state right now in some of the hardest hit areas. They are providing 24-hour shelter and offering food to those in need.
Of course, our heart goes out to the veterans and their families, especially the ones that just lost their homes. That is going to be quite devastating. You know, you have all your memories. I mean, there's probably veterans who lost all their pictures from their time in the military.
The VFW wants to also stress they're helping the entire community, not just veterans. And for many people escaping the fires, they're going to need support long after the flames die down.
Some of the posts in particular the Spokane Valley are opening their doors for folks to get away from, you know, the smoke. You could be, you know, elderly people can't be breathing that all the time, so they make a safe place for them to go.
If you'd like to contact the Veterans of Foreign Wars of Washington, we have that information at fox13seattle.com. We've also got a link on ways you can help those impacted on our website and the Fox Local app.
Meantime, the Little Giant fire has burned over 38,000 acres. It is 0% contained. This is burning about 20 miles northwest of Leavenworth. Level 3 go now evacuation orders in place for eastern and southern parts of the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest. In Okanagan County, the Sinlahican fire has doubled in size since Saturday. It's burned nearly 74,000 acres near Tenasket, just north of Blue Lake. It is 0% contained. Level 3 go now evacuations in place there.
Troopers